Good evening. Welcome to Creekbox TV on Sports Talk. I'm your host, Alan Hanley. I'm here with my good buddy, Coach Sean McCall. Sean's been the head boys coach, basketball coach at Clinch County. Sean, what, 10 years now?
Or the middle school, well, yeah. I think I did JV with Jared for 3 or 4 years, and then I went to middle school for, I think
It's been
this
over
was,
10 years.
Well, I think it's been 7 at the middle school now. I think it's been
As
7.
the head coach.
Yeah.
But I mean, probably in all, you're
Yeah.
looking.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
15 years probably.
Well, I helped Roger Metz in 2000. That's probably the first time. Yeah, I think that was the first year that I started helping everybody.
We're
Been
getting
a long
old,
time.
brother.
I know,
right? we in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We're here in the new year now, and I brought Sean in. The basketball team's picking up. Start back to school now. We're picking up games, Sean, that we had to put on, postpone due to football season, and that always. I mean, it messes us up because we're playing on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays and Saturdays from here on out just about it because we've had to, not forfeit the games, but move them, postpone them to the football, man. Does that tell on you later on in the year as you go?
Well, it kind of tells on you while it's going on because when you play 4 nights a week, you get very little practice time. So whenever you're looking at game film and when you're during the game, you notice things that you need to correct, but then you don't get to correct it because you got a game the next night.
Yeah, man.
So that's what makes it kind of tough.
And now with you at the middle school, Sean, you've been there, y'all season. This is the first time. Usually your season didn't get over till February.
Yeah.
Now with the new thing, which I know me and you talked about it, you like it better that way. Now you get it not out of the way, but it's done. And it also helps the varsity. You got some that can, none of yours, but I mean, it helps. It gets you more involved with the varsity. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it frees me up to go ahead and start helping Terrence so previously we would get through in February, but now the championship games are the last week of school, and it also it's real difficult in previous years when we were. Normally we'd be in the playoffs, and the first game coming back from Christmas break would be a playoff game, and some of the kids have been out of town for 2 weeks, and so you hadn't had to practice, and so that makes it difficult. And then you got some kids, they're supposed to be. It's kind of basically a volunteer practice during Christmas break, and you hope that they show up if they're in town, and then some of them don't.
That's right. That's right.
And you can't figure out who's being honest and who's not, but
that's right.
It does help because then now our 8th graders moved up to JV.
That's right.
And so they can play.
And that helps. I mean, that helps everything top to bottom.
Yeah, we got about I think we have 5 or 6 of my 8th graders that are playing JV now.
And talking about, we did a game at the middle school here the other day. We had you on. This year, what did you end up? What was y'all's record?
11-1.
11-1, one loss.
Right.
12. Y'all usually play, I thought, 20 games. Y'all, for some reason. I mean, has it always been that?
Yeah, it's usually your regular season is 12 games. There's 6 teams. You play 12 games, and you have 3 rounds of playoffs. So it ends up being 15 usually. But like I said, last year the same starting 5 was 3-9, and this year they're 11-1. So they got a lot better.
Who ended up winning the conference?
Dooley County.
Dooley?
Yeah.
That kind of who you expected?
Yeah, we kind of expected that. I think they had a son that was already driving to school.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's what we'd heard, from some of the north. From the north, you had someone was already shaving and driving.
The team that put us out, of course, was
Irwin.
And man, they had a good-looking team.
Yeah.
I mean, they were actually bigger than us. I mean, way taller than we were. We were starting 5 anyway.
Yeah, they ended up losing the next night to Sly, I think is who they might have played. So if I'm not mistaken, Sly played Dooley for the 3rd time. They had split in the regular season, and then Dooley took the championship.
And then, of course, the girls went on the following night. That's the game you helped me with a little bit, and they ended up getting eliminated by Berrien County.
I I think it was Lanier.
Lanier County. That's
Wasn't it?
right, Lanier.
Yeah.
Do you know who won the girls?
I sure don't. I didn't ever find out who won that.
You know, that's right before Christmas, and you know, we just had a football game the Friday before, no, the Tuesday before. And, you know, they get out of school that Friday, so the school system, we're trying to get everything done before the Christmas break, and kind of mashes everything together. But, you know, we started out slow. Boys basketball did. We'll talk a little bit about the girls in a minute. And Tanya, she's doing a great job. Our girls, they had lost but 1 or 2 games. I think we're going to try to do the game Saturday here against Turner. Is that who we're playing? What time is the girls tip off at 6? 6, and the boys will be right after that one. Leading up to that game, Turner.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're as far as the girls, Turner's generally the team to beat.
Yeah, they're always in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Lead 8, Final Four. But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk some more high school basketball here with Coach Sean McCall. We'll be right back.
Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville. Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville.
My name's Thomas Stevens. We're Wild Ass Cattle and Timber. We grind stumps and take down small parcels of timber. No job too big, too small. If we could ever help you, we sure would appreciate the business. My number is 912-282-0609. Thomas Stevens, 912-282-0609. Thank y'all.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
Farmers and Merchants Bank in Homerville is ready to meet all of your banking needs. With drive-through service, 24-hour ATM, and night depository, we provide the most efficient and service-oriented banking in the area. We are proud to be a part of the Homerville Clinch County community and support all Clinch County athletic teams in their quest to be the best. Go by and see Sam Shaw and all the team at Farmers and Merchants Bank in Homerville to discuss your banking opportunities. Go Panthers!
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm here with my buddy Sean McCall. He's the middle school boys basketball coach, and I want to mention to y'all before we get started back, we got our new text. You can text Creekbox to 77453 for updates and notifications. Once you text that, we'll text you back, and then you're locked in and you have joined the Creekbox Nation. So, Sean, that's something. Get it out. We put it on Facebook, you know, and we're going to get it set up so when we have games, like we do games, like I know that y'all, the varsity, they play Friday in Atkinson.
You're right.
And we're not going to do that game. We're not going to be able to make it. But now Saturday, then we can send a text out and it can let everybody know what games we're doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and if like you're a stat guy. You know, I see you always keeping up with stats and stuff like that. When you have somebody that scores a lot of points or a lot of rebounds, you can text it in the Creek box, and man, we can give them a shout out. You know, that's what we're doing it for. And once we do our news channel, we're fixing to pick it up here shortly. We hope people that can, if there's an accident or something around, or you know, text us, let us know what's going on. We can give everybody a shout out, man. So you know, we got a lot of big things coming up this year for Creek Box.
Well, that's good.
Getting back to the girls, we know Turner's always. Have they still got the big, tall woman coaching at Turner?
Man,
she
Miss
is
Coons.
a great coach.
Sunita Coons, her name.
Boy, she does a good job. She's always. They always have about a 6'5" girl on their team for some reason.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if as far as Turner, as far as the boys concerned, if Tift County didn't steal one or two of their best players every couple of years, they'd win state.
That's right.
About every other year.
That's right. And Turner this year, boy-wise, I mean, they're going to be. That'll be a good game. It's always a competitive game. We play Turner. You know, it comes down to them and Wilcox most of the time on that side of the region. And
that's right.
You know, Wilcox has been down, but now they're coming back up. And I don't know if Turner's dropped off. Have they dropped off a little bit than what they've?
I hadn't seen them play. Coach George had told me that they were not as stout as they usually are. Wilcox started out the season, I think 9-0 maybe. And of course, we went in the first game of the year when we just a couple of days, 3 days after the football championship, we lost by 5 in Wilcox. Of course, we rattled off 2 more losses.
That's right. But you kind of expected that coming in, you know, right out of football.
Man, if you look at, it's a good problem to have, you know, because you want the football team to do well. But if you look at historically at Homerville's record, those first 6 or 8 games, we probably have a losing record in the last 20 years. We probably have a losing record because of, you know, waiting on them to get their basketball legs under them and
there's a
get everybody
big
back.
difference in basketball and football, brother. Way big. You can you know, people don't realize you got their football, that play lasts between 3 and 5 seconds. Basketball, you don't ever stop.
There ain't no
it
defense,
ain't like
offense.
Running the wheel like we used to when we played, you know, half court.
If you play offense in basketball, you're playing defense too.
That's right. That's right.
Switch.
But now, like I said, we started out, I think 0-3. We went to Pierce County, and I think that was a good game. They just, you know, 3A school. They beat us, and but since then the boys are turning around. How did we end up doing in the Christmas tournament?
We went to up there to Turner County. They host a Christmas tournament. It's not a tournament per se. That's right. Where you have a winner and a trophy and all that. You just play games, and all the games count toward your power rankings. And so we were 3-0 during the Christmas break, so that brought us to 500. We were 0-3 and started. Now we're 3-3.
Oh man!
So we got a little bit more positive energy in the locker room. Some of the kids, you know, when you start out, you know, you win a state championship in football, and then you start 0-3 in basketball. You kind of get a,
spoiled.
You kind of get a little, you know, poke their lips out.
That's right.
You know, and you know, we had 1 or 2 that decided they didn't want to play no more because of that, and so, but then we hit our stride at the Christmas tournament. So hopefully this weekend we can put 2 more wins on it and then get it rolling.
Who's some of the ones that are really picking it up this year for Sean on varsity?
I'm trying to remember their real names.
That's right.
Pojo is
Pojo.
Keshad. He's probably he's a very. I'd hate to lose him over anybody.
He's like the quarterback on the basketball team. He's smart. He knows what to do, when to call a timeout. I mean, he's actually a coach on the court. He actually coached for me when I was rec director. He wasn't but like in the 8th grade, and he coached them little ones, and he enjoyed it. And I mean, he's gonna be a coach one day.
He's a good kid too. You know, his mom and I can't remember his stepdad, but they keep a tight rein on. They have him in church every Sunday.
That's right.
And every one of them boys are good boys, you know.
That's right.
And but Keshad, he keeps the boat steady when he's on the court. He's directing traffic. You know, we got Jeremiah Williams.
I know
the
she
little
had
guard.
a couple of dunks now here
Well,
in the tournament.
that's Johnson, Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, that wasn't. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Jeremiah Johnson's the tall kid, 6'7", number 11 on the football team. Yeah, he had a few dunks in Turner.
Yeah, I seen
And
that.
and Jeremiah Williams had broke his pinky finger on his non-shooting hand before the season started, and so he's generally a big three-point shooter. He started out slow, and then on the Christmas break, he kind of got his stride a little bit shooting again. I think his finger's feeling better.
Well, man, we're going to take another quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. We're going to come back and talk some more Panther basketball. We'll be right back.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year. Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142. Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. I got my buddy, Coach Sean McCall. He's the head coach at the basketball middle school, and he's also helped with the varsity for the last, we were figuring it, about 19 years at least.
Yeah, 19 years.
It's something like that. And we want to remind everybody with our text, you can text Creekbox at 77453 for updates and notifications on your phone. And once you do that, you're locked in. We'll send you a reply, and y'all can text us and all kind of stuff. We got Daniel back there running the computer. Got a bunch of good stuff coming on this year. And I was talking to Sean. We're going to Creekbox. We'll do the game Saturday, and we'll start at 6, the girls' game, and probably 7:30, something like that. The boys will start after that. So probably that's the first home game, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
So it'll be a big crowd.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
the gym, we just got this summer they painted the gym, and it wiped out all of our, the big panther that was down there
Oh,
on the back door.
I hadn't even noticed it.
And the Triple Crown display was all painted over, and
Oh, I did not know
yeah,
that.
they painted the gym, but now today they got that replaced, so all that's, it's a new one. It's a new display for the Triple Crown, and
Oh, well, I didn't realize they just.
a new alma mater.
Well, good, man.
yeah.
I didn't know that they planned on doing that all along, just
Yeah.
painting over it and just putting new ones up.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
good, because I know the alma mater thing was from 1983. The
Yeah.
senior class of '83 donated that back
Was it 83? Well,
was
I know the
83.
one that's up there now, I can't read it.
Yeah, that's
And it might be because I'm 50.
That's right. You ain't got to put them glasses
I
on.
know, I need binoculars up there to sing that song.
We're getting back talking about the boys basketball team. Sean, we started 0-3. Coach Terrence knew coming in. You know, we had especially with teams like Pierce County that play discipline, sound defense and force you to make mistakes. And but now through the tournament over there, like I said, we're back even at 500, winning 3 games. Depth-wise, Sean, what's the depth on this year's basketball team?
Well, as far as in the low post, we basically have no depth as far as at the 5 position. We got Jeremiah Johnson. Like I said, I'm not sure if Xavion Collins is going to be playing after Christmas break or not. He was out of state. Other than that, Jeremiah Johnson's the Lone Ranger at the 5 spot.
Yeah, because Duncan don't play no more.
Yeah,
He's
Duncan's
baseball.
committed to baseball. Tresman's went on to Georgia. He's been our MVP for 2 years in a row.
That's right.
So we took a huge hit down in the post.
Yeah.
But we got Keyshawn Lee can play the 4. Braylon Kinlaw, he's a starter. He can play the 4 or the 5 if necessary. As far as the guards, we'll sell somebody some if they need them.
Yeah, I know. We're just loaded.
We loaded with guards. If
Loaded with
anybody needs a guard, we might want to make a trade.
I guarantee you,
Yeah.
loaded. And every one of these kids that's on this team, Sean's come through the middle school, your
Yeah,
middle school
that's
program,
right.
and you got a couple of kids that have won 2 or 3 championships
Yeah.
that come through the middle school, and
Yeah.
have they continued to get better? Once you hand them off. I mean,
Yeah.
see, you're out there, you just don't hand them off and forget and go on.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing about doing that. That's what I
Yeah.
enjoyed when I did at the rec park. You get
Yeah.
to watch them from flag,
Yeah.
till they get up there to biggest Tresman,
That's
and,
right.
stay involved with them, and it means a little bit more when they
Mhm.
win, continue to win like that.
Yeah. Well, you get to when I get done with the middle school season and you go up to the varsity and help those guys. It kind of you can help the coach George, understand what their strengths are and weaknesses are.
That's right.
So it kind of shortens his learning curve, trying to figure out what each person can do. Because
That's right.
and of course, Coach George, he comes to some of our games every year.
Oh
to
yeah,
watch,
he's always
so-
he's good involved.
Yeah.
Just like you were at the rec park. I mean, all y'all
Mhm.
would stop by and watch the games. And another advantage you have is and this, and I know from coaching a little bit, every child is different the way you
Yeah.
can coach them. You can
Yeah.
some kids you can holler at and just and grit
Yeah.
your teeth and they'll run through the wall.
Yeah.
Others will shut down on you.
Yeah,
You got to
that's
pull
right.
them to the side, and
Yeah.
they don't like to be talked down to. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
just that's the way it is.
Yeah, I mean they get some get embarrassed
Mm-hmm.
and then they want to quit,
That's right.
or just it just doesn't help. I mean when it comes in with the players, I tell my players when you're on the court, you encourage the teammates, and the only time I allow a player to actually come down hard on a player if he's not hustling.
That's right.
If he's not hustling, you got free reign to
Mm-hmm.
run him in the dirt. You get on his butt. But other than that, you encourage him.
These kids they're not as tough as we were when
Yeah.
we were coming. You see me, Matt
they
Pittman,
different.
everybody, they couldn't have took that. Ain't no
Man.
way. That's
Man.
back when your mama jokes were famous, back when we
Yeah.
were coming up. These kids
Yeah.
nowadays, can't cut that on them. They don't like that.
I know. It's definitely a different work ethic. It's
Mm-hmm.
a different breed of kids, And of course, our parents and our grandparents said the same thing about us.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Bell bottoms, we've done seen them come in and come out again,
Yeah.
so they'll be back in here.
That's right.
Here before long. Looking the past Turner County, we'll play Saturday. What's coming next week will be. Of course, we have a couple of games at home. I hope.
Yeah, I hope so. Honestly, I haven't looked ahead at the schedule because of Christmas break. I had family in from North Carolina, so I basically was week to week,
That's
looking at that. I hadn't looked ahead to next week yet. So.
Well, I've seen a couple of posts where they've changed a game or two here already.
Yeah.
But we're going to take another quick break, and we'll come back and we'll finish up talking about some more Panther basketball. We'll be right back.
Lutz, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned, has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. Jeff Brown and Eric Lutz make it a priority to know their clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. They offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here will work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia.
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. We're finishing up here with my buddy Sean McCall. He's the middle school boys head basketball coach. He also helps with the varsity. Sean, we're going to finish up, man. Let's talk about our region. Who's top teams in our region this year, boys? We talked about the girls. We know who the girls are.
Right now, it looks like Wilcox is the top dog right now. Mm-hmm. They've got some younger players. It's kind of, they're getting up into the junior season, but they've been starting since their freshman year.
That's right.
They have a really good coach over there. They play really hard for him. They go all out for him. I mean, he really gets it after it with them. I think this they're the cream of the crop. Of course, we can beat them. But then the next tier, I think Clinch and Irwin are the ones that are right there.
Lanier graduated a pretty good class.
Yeah. Lanier's got a good kid over there, Taquan Baker. He's already got a college scholarship offer.
And that coach, he'll coach them up too. Now.
Yeah, he coaches hard. They play hard.
They do.
So there's a really, I don't know that Wilcox is that much better than everybody else, but as far as their record, they're at the top of the region right now. But it could be a log jam at the top.
That's right. Wherever you play at, who's at home.
Yeah.
And you got to show up ready to play. If you have a bad game, anybody can beat you on any given night.
That's right.
Our region's tough, not just in football, but basketball and baseball.
Yeah.
Our region does a great job in all sports. Well, Sean, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come on, and we'll have you back, later on in the year, and we'll touch up on some more basketball, man. And I want to appreciate everybody tuning in, and remember, we're going to do the game Saturday starting at 6, but I want to remind everybody to text us at Creekbox at 77453, and we'll give you a shout back, and you'll be locked into the Creekbox Nation. I appreciate it, and y'all have a good night.